Oh, so I'm just furiously scratching away, practicing. You might not know by looking at me now, but for at least 10 years, I struggled a lot with my weight. How was it, the speech? How did I do, Fifi?
Amazing! Amazing!
Did you know tonight I'm gonna go give a speech and you're gonna come and see me stand on the stage and give a speech? You're gonna come with Tata Trisha. I know, it's exciting.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited!
Thank you. I've got to practice, so it'll be good. Bonjour! Yeah. I just got my hair done, and I'm not crazy about it. But then again, I still have yet to style it. I told her I was in a hurry because Alex needed to get to go to work. So that's why it looks kind of rough. But I will get ready later. Today, I'm going to give a speech for Toastmasters. I'm super nervous and not really ready. I've been practicing and trying to get it all down. And I'm going to take these little munchkins with me.
And I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah, they're going to try and be quiet.
Yeah, but if he's trying to tell you something, I'll say, Fifi, Mama's giving a speech. You have to be quiet when you're in an audience.
They're hopefully going to do great. My friend's going to come, Trisha, and I just thought it would be a good experience for them to see me practice something and then perform so that they can also have aspirations to do the same someday, because that's a human thing to have to do something that is hard. And so yeah, I think they'll enjoy it. It's nothing special, it's just my little small Toastmasters group. But still, you know, anytime you stand even in front of one person and have to like tell them something, it's a little nerve-wracking. So I'm gonna put these kids down for a nap and then get really serious about going over my speech tomorrow, because it's about French eating and adopting it, and it's still unclear. What? You're a tomato mouth. Those are lovely cheeks you have. Are the tomatoes gonna squirt everywhere when you chew them? No.
No.
Yeah, we have our kissing fishies. Who did the kissing fishies?
I did it.
Oh, look, more kissing fishes. I love it. What did you do, Fifi?
Did you say that I can't do anything?
What?
Yes. I said that. I didn't say that. I said you could do whatever page you want and anything you want.
You're an artist?
I'm an artist and I'm working on this. I like my finger to bounce on.
Oh, so I'm just furiously scratching away, practicing. Trisha's here helping me get the kids fed and going, and just scribbling note after note after note, trying to condense it. I was hoping to do it without notes, but of course that's a little crazy. So now I've got to get ready. We've got to go in a half an hour to get there and do this. I'm kind of nervous and feeling anxious, but I just want it to be over at this point. But also trying to tell myself it's going to be exciting. I love to speak, so it's going to be fun.
Her #1 fan.
Oh, she's like playing the guitar.
Oh my gosh, she is a rocker.
You're cheering your sister on? Yes. All right, let's go. It's time to go.
Yay!
Transformation complete. Very nervous, not sure. What if I told you there was a land where you wake up and you have buttery croissants drenched in jam for breakfast, a cafe au lait, and then in a few hours you get to look forward to a 3-course meal for lunch and another one for dinner. A few times a week you're going to have with your friends and family a thing called l'apéritif, where you're going to have champagne, salty snacks, olives and cheese. Imagine in this land that you're a lot less likely to struggle with your weight, heart disease, obesity, or diabetes. Raise your hand if you're kind of catching on to which country I might be talking about. Keep your hand raised if you'd kind of like to know lead to some of this phenomenon? Well, what I'm referring to is called the French paradox. I've been studying the French paradox for the last 12 years. As an American fly on the wall to hundreds of French typical meals. I'll never forget the first time that I visited France 12 years ago. I swear I landed off the plane to the scent of freshly baked baguettes. My first crepe on the streets of Paris, made right in front of me, piping hot, slathered in Nutella, was like a spiritual experience. Over the next 2 weeks, meeting my then boyfriend, but husband now, family and friends, it felt like we were at the table constantly eating one decadent food after the next. It was amazing. So you can imagine my surprise when I came home to my trusty scale to find out that I'd actually lost 5 pounds. You might not know by looking at me now, but for at least 10 years, I struggled a lot with my weight. It was a constant source of anxiety and stress for me. I would berate myself for not being able to stick with my latest diet. Inwardly shame myself for not having the willpower to stick with eating healthy or not really liking vegetables or being picky. The only problem was that I wasn't born in the right country. So you can see why I became a bit obsessed with learning the hows and whys of this French lifestyle. Why are they lucky? Why did they get to experience these things? Why so many people struggle? That it is not what the French eat, but much more how the French eat. And I think that if we can look at these things, we can steal some things for our own. The first thing I'd like to share with you is how they use food to structure their days. Whether it's just a weekday, school day, weekend vacation, planning goes into what they will eat, how they will eat, and lists are made, shopping is experienced. Enjoy this process of looking forward to, planning, anticipating. It's a big part of the French lifestyle. And almost the entire country is on the same schedule. You can almost audibly hear everyone sit down for lunch and dinner at the same time. The French revere and respect the appetite. The French don't eat when they are not hungry, and they don't continue to eat when they're full. This sounds elementary, but how many of us can really say that we practice this? My favorite comedian, Jim Gaffigan, gets it right when he says, "I'm not finished eating when the meal is done. I'm finished eating when I hate myself." We all know that hunger can be the best salt. Food just tastes better when we're hungry. There's a yin and a yang to the appetite and fullness. We cannot have one without the other. Because food, ultimately for them, is love, pleasure, and connection. And that leads me to my final and most important point, and one that I hope you'll take home with you today, is that food is not a vicious foe to be wrestled and figured out. It's actually a friend that offers us 3 daily breaks from the responsibilities and minutiae of life. A time to break bread, laugh, relax, and share a physical pleasure. How often do we actually get to share a physical pleasure with someone who's not in our intimate group? To sit and actually eat together is to share a physical sameness that is quite powerful. It's only when we see food's true role of a shared pleasure in our lives that we'll be able to learn to exist in peace with it like the French do. In conclusion, I hope that you've appreciated or gained a new appreciation for food and its romantic power to add structure, pleasure, and connection to our lives. I'd like to wish you bon appetit, or its English translation, good appetite. How was it, the speech? How did I do, Fifi?
Amazing! Amazing!
I did amazing.
Mama, can we play a little more?
You're so red. I don't think so, honey.
Mama, can we?
How, Fifi? Here, how's Lulu?
Mama.
Hi, babe. Did you like seeing your mom up there? So, whoa. The Toastmasters is at a local church, which I'm not a member of. And I'm actually the only person that's not a member. But that's not weird at all. It's great.
Okay, Juju, let Fifi have a turn. Let Fifi.
1, 2. Oh, you want to do it or no? 1, 2, free! I don't know. What's the title?
We just want to
Coconut, no. Coconut oil is not healthy. It's never been healthy. Never.
Hilarious.